Hi guys! In today's video, we're going to watch a really cool clip of some dangerous driving situations. These questionable driving maneuvers are a stark reminder of the importance of staying alert and alert on the road. Not only do we need to drive safely, but we also need to be on the lookout for drivers who don't follow the rules. That's why road safety is always a top priority. Let's get started and learn your lesson. While Wesley was driving on a road in San Antonio, Bexar, a car from the opposite direction crossed the lane, hit the garbage truck in front of him, and then hit his car. Fortunately, the driver of the car was safe. Always keep a safe distance and pay attention to surrounding vehicles to avoid collisions, especially when the car from the opposite direction shows signs of crossing the lane. G. Hudson was driving at night in North Carolina, very cautious. Suddenly, an oncoming car, whose driver had fallen asleep, sped towards him. Although Hudson quickly honked the horn to warn him, the collision still occurred. While driving in Greater New York, he failed to notice that the vehicles in front of him had slowed down. Still traveling at a high speed, he panicked and braked as he approached, resulting in an unavoidable collision. Alexander was driving his pickup truck in Miami, Florida, when a strange object suddenly flew from another car and hit the front of his car. Fortunately, there was no serious accident, but the car was heavily damaged with repairs costing up to $3,000. While Andrew was driving his pickup truck in San Jose, California, an oncoming vehicle suddenly changed lanes without signaling. He was unable to react in time, and a violent collision occurred, causing severe damage to both vehicles. Always maintain a safe distance and be alert to other vehicles, especially when driving in areas with heavy traffic to avoid accidents. David was driving a pickup truck in Kalamazoo, Michigan, when a white car suddenly pulled out of the driveway without looking. David was forced to brake suddenly, causing the tires to burn due to the force of the brakes, but still could not avoid the collision. To avoid traffic accidents, always reduce speed and watch carefully when driving near turns and small roads. Dominic was driving his pickup truck in Vancouver, Canada, in bad weather and snow when the road became slippery. A car in front of him was speeding and lost control, colliding with Dominic's car. Fortunately, the accident did not cause serious consequences. Dylan was driving his pickup truck through an intersection in Los Angeles, California, when he collided with another vehicle. Dylan tried to swerve to the left to avoid the collision, but the other vehicle did not slow down, resulting in a violent collision that severely damaged Dylan's vehicle. When driving through an intersection, always slow down and carefully observe surrounding vehicles to reduce the risk of an accident. Ethan was driving a pickup truck on the freeway in Brighton, Colorado, when he got into an accident with a coworker. The coworker's car suddenly braked hard. Although Ethan tried to steer left to avoid the collision, the closed distance resulted in an unavoidable collision. To avoid an accident on the freeway, always maintain a safe distance and be prepared for unexpected situations by observing and reacting quickly. As Gabriel drove his pickup truck on the freeway in Kent, Michigan, a car suddenly passed him without paying attention to a construction sign. As a result, his truck hit a warning post and spun around several times. Fortunately, no one was injured. While Joseph was driving a semi-truck on the Fort Worth-Tarrant Freeway, fatigue and drowsiness caused him to lose control of the vehicle, causing it to veer off the road. Fortunately, there was no collision with another vehicle. Avoid driving when tired or drowsy. Stop to rest or change drivers if necessary to ensure safety on the road. Joshua was driving his pickup truck on the freeway in Miami, Florida, when a dead tree suddenly blocked the road. Although his truck did not crash into the tree, he stopped to pull the tree out of the way to prevent a traffic accident. When Julian was driving in Myrtle Beach, Georgetown, he did not pay attention to the shock absorber at the intersection and kept a high speed. As a result, his car lifted out of control, but fortunately there was no collision. Always check the road surface condition and adjust the speed appropriately to avoid risks and ensure safety when driving. While traveling on the road in San Antonio, Bexar, a pickup truck had an accident when a black car suddenly turned into his lane. The pickup truck driver did not have time to react, leading to the collision. Fortunately, the accident only caused minor injuries to everyone. While driving on Greenville-Anderson Road, Cameron suddenly saw a car swerving in front of him. Fortunately, he reacted in time and avoided a collision. When driving, always keep a safe distance and concentrate to react promptly to unexpected situations. While driving on the freeway in Las Vegas, Nevada, Nathan suddenly encountered a car that suddenly changed lanes and passed him. Unfortunately, the car hit the front of his pickup truck, causing it to roll off the road. And fortunately, the driver of the car only suffered minor injuries. Always keep a safe distance and pay attention to surrounding vehicles when driving on the freeway to avoid accidents. Christian was driving on the freeway in Miami, Florida, after a rainstorm. A black car traveling at high speed suddenly lost control of its vehicle as it passed through a large puddle and crashed into the median. Despite Christian's efforts to steer to the right, the collision occurred. When driving after rain, slow down and keep a safe distance to avoid the dangers of standing water on the road. In Wisconsin, speeding fines are based on the severity of the violation and the zone in which you were found, and can range up to $400 depending on the severity of the violation. In addition to the fine, you may also receive points on your driving record. If the number of points exceeds a certain amount, your driver's license may be suspended or revoked. Nicholas was driving in Kalamazoo, Michigan. When he came to a yellow light, instead of slowing down, he tried to pass. As a result, Nicholas collided with a car that was stopped at the light. When the light turns yellow, slow down and prepare to stop to avoid a collision and ensure traffic safety. While Brandon was driving on the Austin-Travis Road, a car suddenly changed lanes without warning, leaving him no time to react. The impact sent the car flying, but fortunately the driver only suffered minor injuries. Always maintain a safe distance and carefully observe surrounding vehicles to react promptly to unexpected situations on the road. While Cameron was driving in San Antonio, Bexar, a car suddenly changed lanes without signaling, leaving him no time to react. The car was dragged for several meters, but fortunately no one was injured in the incident. Always use your signal when changing lanes and maintain a safe distance to avoid traffic accidents. While driving in Dallas, Texas, Hayden witnessed a two-car accident. The car in front was moving steadily when the car behind him sped off at high speed and crashed head-on into the rear of the car in front. The driver of the car behind him was not paying attention to the surrounding vehicles, leading to the collision. Always keep a safe distance and pay attention to the surrounding vehicles to avoid traffic accidents. As Brandon was driving his pickup truck at high speed in Greenville-Anderson, he failed to notice his co-worker's vehicle in front of him. He was going too fast, and despite trying to swerve to the left, he was unable to avoid the accident. Keep a safe speed and always pay attention to the vehicles around you to avoid traffic accidents. Jonathan was driving a delivery truck with his co-worker in San Jose, California. He didn't pay attention to his co-worker's car he tried to pass without informing his friend. While passing, so the collision happened. Luckily, the car only suffered minor scratches. The accident happened when Mr. Harrison was driving a pickup truck in San Francisco, California. A car crossed the lane and drove at high speed. Although he tried to turn left to avoid the collision, he could not avoid it. Hopefully everyone is safe after the accident. When driving, always maintain a safe speed and pay attention to the lane to minimize the risk of collision. The accident happened when Zachary was driving a pickup truck in Orlando, Florida. A car was pulling a large cargo trailer, but the driver did not tie down the cargo. As he moved, two boxes fell out and hit the car behind him, causing the car to brake suddenly, leading to the unfortunate incident. Always make sure to tie down your cargo when moving to avoid causing dangerous accidents on the road. Hello everyone, thank you for watching the video until the end. If you find the video interesting and useful, please click the like button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss the latest videos about dangerous situations on the road. Don't forget to leave a comment to share your feelings. Your support is the biggest motivation for us to continue bringing attractive content. See you in the next videos.